Hey guys, welcome back to Dreaming Dragons. You've put in the hard work, you've grown your plant, you've got some fruit, getting closer, you're aching for a bite, trying out your new variety. When is it ready? Depending on the variety, color isn't the only way to tell whether a fruit is ready to go. In this video, we'll cover a few quick ways to determine whether it's ready to pull this bad boy off the vine or whether it needs a little bit more time to suck up the sweet goodness of the TLC you've been providing your plant. So not every fruit is going to be red on the outside. There's actually quite a lot that are green, some are yellow, some are more of a purpley color. So relying on the plant to be a luscious red on the outside isn't really the best way of determining it. And if you were to wait for this one to go red, it's going to be slop falling onto the ground. So the first sign of telling when the fruit is ready is something called a wiggle test. So what you're looking for is a sort of like a loose tooth feeling. So for example, this one, not much give. This fruit, on the other hand, which is the same variety, it's got a little bit of a different color, but unlike that first one, as you can tell, it's got that nice big wobble, sort of like a nice loose tooth. So this one, definitely ready to go. Ignoring the color aside, the wobble's the first thing I'm looking for. Even if something is beautiful and red and it's supposed to be red, if it's still not wobbling, I wouldn't be picking it. Another way is giving it a little bit of a squeeze. You don't want to be crushing it, you're just going to bruise the crap out of your lovely little fruit. But if you feel a little bit of give, like I can here, it's a bit spongy, that's sort of what you're looking for. Whereas going back to this one just here, no give at all, quite firm, so definitely not ready, this one. Sometimes, particularly in the colder months, fruit are definitely going to take a lot longer to ripen. In summer, this fruit would probably only take about 45-50 days from when the flower bloomed, whereas it's been close to 2 months and it's still not ready, this one. Another sign that it's time to pick your fruit is if you start getting a lot of damage that you think is going to be detrimental to your plant, or if it's only going to make the fruit worse. So I'll add a picture in here of a fruit I've recently had to pick off because it split. So when they are growing really slow, and if the weather is a bit miserable and wet, it can soak up extra juices, and if the skin's a bit thin, it can go bang, pop open. So I picked that one off. Unfortunately, it wasn't as ripe as I would have liked, so it wasn't as sweet, but if I'd left it any longer because it had that open sort of split, it was going to be attacked by wildlife and all that kind of thing. So yeah, they're the first few steps towards when it's time to pick off a fruit. When it does come to picking off the fruit grow off these tiny little nodes here that you see, the little spikes, and there's a couple options. What you can do, you can get your snips and go and just cut that little line there. That's like a little vein which feeds the fruit the juice, so you can cut a little V out of that. Alternatively, how I often do it is holding the vine just at that little joint there and then twisting the fruit. And just like that. When you do pick a fruit from the vine, that node there, so that little spike where it grew from, is now exhausted, so you won't get any new growth. You won't get any fruit from there. So anyway, there are a few quick tips. Don't forget to give us a like. Don't forget to subscribe. Tell your friends. If there's anything you want to see, whack it in as well in the comment section, and we can really ramp up this channel. Have a good one, guys.